Hello.
Hello, I'm Mary Carlson, everyone, and this is an informative and persuasive speech on why we should stop gambling addiction. As we grow up, we learn the importance of money, how to save it, how to invest in it, and how to own it. We also get scared when we run out of money. When you gamble at a casino, at a bar, or even at a racetrack, you are taking the chance of losing your money. In the eye of a gambler, you are doing the right thing, even if this means losing your last $100. Gambling is a serious problem in this world, and I'm going to discuss the reasons why people should not gamble. Gambling can affect the person's income, affect a whole person's family dynamics, and create strain through physical health. I'm first going to start by explaining how gambling affects income. According to rehabinternational.org, studies have shown that $5 billion have been lost each year for gambling addictions. Rehabinternational.org also found that $40 billion has been spent on social services and creditor losses. This means that a lot of money is going through the whole government just because we have casinos that are open. Reservations are also collecting money and controlling the winners. People can lose everything. From a personal experience, my family has had to go into bankruptcy over this issue. I have also had friends that have had to steal from their other friends and personal family members because they have such an addiction and they've lost all their money. Gambling can also affect family dynamics. Gambling can break up marriages. My parents, for one, my mom's wanted to leave my dad multiple times because of how much she's lost at the casino and how much she can't handle it anymore. It can change the way a person sees another person. My whole family was different through the situation. My dad wasn't the same person, and my mom couldn't handle it anymore because that wasn't the person she fell in love with. My mom was so upset all the time, always crying because there was never any money, having a mental illness breakdown herself. Gambling also takes time away from children. My dad could never help me with basic items like shampoo, and I always had to work at a young age to afford anything that I needed. And I was always watching my sister on the weekends because he was never around. So that included my mom as well, because if she didn't go, the money wasn't controlled. And lastly, right now I'm going to talk about gambling and how it affects health status. Gambling can cause you to forget time. You are in the zone, and you do not realize that you have been up all night. According to the National Sleep Foundation, younger adults need 18 to 25 need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Adults 26 to 64 need 7 to 9 hours, and older adults that are 7 to 8 hours needed a night. So that's quite a bit amount of sleep that you're not getting when you're sitting at a gambling machine every night. You can forget important events that you need to attend. I don't know how many times my dad has missed things or has not called me back. Gambling can create breakdown in your body. You can forget to eat. You can forget to drink water for long periods of time. You are also around secondhand smoke, even if you do not smoke, because in a lot of casinos you're allowed to smoke in most of the building. The lights and the screens on the slot machines can make your eyes very strained as well, along with the cigarette smoke. According to Psychiatry, MMC, from a medical perspective, pathological gamblers are at an increased risk to develop stress-related conditions such as hypertension, sleep deprivation, cardiovascular disease, and peptic ulcer disease. According to rehabinternational.org, gambling addictions are also associated with mental health problems, including depression, mood disorders, and antisocial personality disorders. With all this, gambling is an unhealthy habit that needs to stop throughout the world. Banning resources from these addictions would help. People need to realize money is something you earn and something to take pride in. Money is not something you can just throw away into a machine and hope you get more of it. Sometimes when you do end up with more, you keep going and you lose it all. Gambling can break your piggy bank, cause divorce, create issues with your children, and also can cause huge health issues on a very healthy person. So think about these factors before you put another dollar towards gambling. And then lastly, I just wanted to show you some things on our poster here. I just have the addiction cycle. So this is how every addict is. They have an emotional trigger, they're craving, then they have a ritual by gambling. They use through cigarette smoking, drugs, alcohol to keep them awake, and then they have guilt, and this just keeps coming on and on. Up here is a picture of how a brain is controlled by gambling. Down here is just a funny little thing about a guy just pumping in the casino revenue and streams into his bloodstream because all he can think about is that. You want to beat the odds of gambling? And here's just another gambling addiction cycle. And I just want to end this with Albert Einstein's quote, "Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results." This just shows that